Christina Revels-Glick, then 34, caught the attention of law enforcement following reports from families about her inappropriate conduct on Tybee Island beach on July 1, 2021. Newly released arrest footage captures the beachgoer denying any intimate behavior, insisting she was simply resting on her towel. She, who was caught using a vibrator on a Georgia beach, can be seen breaking down in new body cam footage as police handcuff her and march her off the sand.
How you doing, ma'am? I'm Officer Dollar Tybee. Can we speak to you for a second? We'll get you over there. Go ahead and bring your stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. What's your name, ma'am?
Chris?
Chris?
Do you have your ID on you? Chris. Yeah, can I ask what the problem is?
Alright, so someone called us. We got multiple calls about you.
What?
About something pertaining on the beach.
Yes.
Were you supposed to be, were you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
What?
Like, what were you doing on the beach? Like, prior to coming here? Prior to coming here. Were you at the beach at some point in time?
Okay, I don't understand. There was nobody. I was just sitting on my towel. Nobody was around me.
Okay, and you were over at the beach?
Like I was near the water.
Near the water?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, like I said, someone called and they saw you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing.
No, that's not true. Okay, look, is this something that my phone should be off for or on for?
You could, whatever you want to do. It's your right. If you want to record this conversation, you can. But we are also recording, so you know.
Okay, can you show? I mean, who did I offend? I don't understand. What did I do? What did I do?
So apparently you're masturbating on the beach.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they
families.
didn't. That's not true.
Why would they call us that?
Okay, because I was by myself. Now, I will tell you this. The only way that somebody would have called you is if it was a military operation. They're fucking doing this.
What do you mean military?
Never mind. Okay, so nobody was around. Was it an anonymous call? Is this one of my buddies? Okay,
No,
one of my buddies.
No, it's not one of your buddies.
The individual who called the police said that beachgoers could hear her moaning when they called police at about 5:30 p.m. She saw her covered in a towel in front of her family's tent.
It's a family.
Okay, look, let me show you what I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything in the bag?
No.
Is it right if I look through it? I mean, if you can open it and can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really understand what y'all are.
We're just here because someone called and we're very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. I got you. And that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in my. I was sitting on the beach, and I just. Okay. Do I get a ticket?
So you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
I got you. Okay, just hang tight for me.
I'm sorry, nobody saw me. I was in the water. Okay, so if this is anonymous,
Okay. I mean, yeah.
People did see it. We didn't get a call for no reason.
I swear to God, I was sitting in the water. Nobody saw it.
I got you. Well, I mean, if nobody saw them, they wouldn't have called, right?
Nobody saw it.
Man, please, don't do this to me. Are you serious?
You want to take primary notice?
I wanted to take it since he's talking.
Okay, I got you.
This is ridiculous. What am I being arrested for?
Indecent exposure.
Decent exposure.
No, but I didn't have any of my body
Someone
parts
called.
out.
It doesn't matter. A family saw it. They had kids.
What? There
That's why
was nobody around me.
So
In the United States, indecent exposure refers to conduct undertaken in a non-private or, in some jurisdictions, publicly viewable location, which is deemed indecent in nature, such as nudity, masturbation, or sexual intercourse. Such activity is often illegal. Indecent exposure laws vary by state. Generally, exposing one's genitals or engaging in sexual acts in public can be considered a crime. Remember that legal definitions and consequences can vary significantly based on local laws and cultural norms. It's essential to be aware of the regulations in your specific area to avoid any unintended legal consequences. In general terms, indecent exposure is the crime of deliberately exposing private body parts in public. The offense is usually a misdemeanor, but can sometimes be a felony. Police said Revels-Glick apologized while being booked for indecent exposure and disorderly conduct, telling officers that she didn't think anyone had seen her. In Georgia, most misdemeanors carry a punishment of up to 12 months in jail and/or a maximum fine of up to $1,000 sentence for 20 seconds of self-gratification. She saw her covered in a towel in front of her family's tent. The informant told police the entire incident only lasted about 5 minutes before Revels-Glick packed her things and left for the nearby deck restaurant. She provided police with a video she took of the incident, which showed Revels-Glick as she did the deed before looking off to her right as if she spotted someone. Revels-Glick quickly stopped what she was doing, according to the police report.
Thank you for confirmation.
Ma'am?
You got her ID yet?
No, we haven't gotten our ID yet. I still have it in the bag. $15, Tybee. Can you run a Georgia 27?
Okay,
Okay.
these are all broken up into half pills.
Okay.
Oil pills. Use track.
Oh, Jesus. She said there's a vibrator in there.
Yeah, she said she didn't have
So, oh, nice. It's a bullet style. That's what they call it.
Dump all this mess out of your office.
Oh, Jesus. Knows you going through it. You locking everything.
Lock the trunk.
Yep.
Look at the code book, see what she was charged.
Okay. I mean, and she admitted to it, and she said she had an orgasm on the beach and all that other good mess. So, yeah. Alright, cool.
What's the clock?
It's 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Alrighty. What's that? Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I got you. And I mean, to be completely honest with you, I really don't care what you did, you know, but again, someone saw it, so that's why we're here, you know? I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, you know, don't get caught. That's all I have to say, you know? So, I mean, I got nothing against you, you know?
She admitted to masturbating on the beach, and the vibrator was located inside her backpack. Police said Glick apologized while being booked for indecent exposure and disorderly conduct, telling officers that she didn't think anyone had seen her because it only took 20 seconds for her to orgasm. She was released shortly after her arrest on subpoena, the police report states. However, in a tragic twist, Revels-Glick died by suicide 8 months after the incident. According to a death certificate, Revels-Glick died at 22:44 on March 31, 2022. Her body was reportedly uncovered in her home by her landlady after the mum of two missed a rent payment. Family members told the news sources that the 36-year-old had taken her own life 8 months after her arrest. Neighbors, however, insist the woman did not die by suicide but was unalived following a dispute with a boyfriend. A downstairs neighbor believes he heard an attack involving Revels-Glick and a guy who was there all the time. It was her landlord, Felicity Rollins, Rollins' boyfriend, and family friend Gareth White who discovered the body, which had been decomposing for about 30 days. A substantial amount of blood was once found throughout the bedroom and living room, spattered across the bathroom sink and surfaces, smeared on mirrors, and trailed through the hallway where her body was found. One experienced police officer likened the scene to helter-skelter. Police said, "We don't know if she shot herself intentionally or accidentally." This remains the key unanswered question for him. Nevertheless, he acknowledged that someone examining the scene might interpret it as evidence suggesting Revels-Glick was a victim of an assault, having possibly engaged in a violent struggle for her life before succumbing. Certainly, this is the conclusion reached by downstairs neighbor Jonathan Johnson, 36, who suspects foul play and believes he heard the altercation unfold. "I believe that guy killed her. We heard a lot of commotion that one night, then we never saw or heard her again," he stated. His wife, Jasmine, 34, recalled, "I asked, should we call the police? But you're not sure sometimes. Like if you get involved, maybe you can get hurt too." Johnson added, "That man was there all the time, and his car was over here that night. When we came out the next day, it was gone." On that particular day, there was a lot of commotion, and we thought, should we call the police? But we weren't sure. We used to hear her walking around up there. She had a heavy kind of walk. That night it was like a lot of heavy walking and moving around. After that, it was just silent up there. It would be nearly a month before Revels-Glick's landlady Felicity Rollins, accompanied by Rollins's boyfriend and family friend Gareth White, discovered the grim truth on March 31, 2022. The cause of Christina's death, according to her death certificate, was listed as suicide, although police admit it was not a typical case. It is undeniable that Revels-Glick, a divorced mother of 2 sons, aged 15 and 19, led a chaotic and troubled life in the years leading up to her death. A family member says that she had been wild and reckless, forsaking what could have been a good life in Savannah for one increasingly marked by turmoil. Records show that Revels-Glick had numerous encounters with the law in Georgia and Florida, where she was considered a fugitive from justice after being accused of stealing a car in 2018. Additionally, she was arrested on multiple occasions and cited for public drunkenness that same year. Chatham County court records also reveal several civil lawsuits against her, including cases pursuing her for unpaid rent, property damage, and stolen property. In one instance, repeated attempts to locate and serve Revels-Glick, who appeared to have remarried by 2017 and was using the name Glick Revels Snell, proved unsuccessful. In July 2018, she and her then-spouse, to whom DailyMail.com could find no marriage record, were ruled against in absentia by the court, resulting in a judgment of $11,051.71. By January 2019, now reverting to the name Revels-Glick, she was sued in Savannah by Harmony Town Homeowners Association for breach of contract, but the case was dismissed as court officials again failed to locate her. The Johnsons recall a significant amount of traffic in and out of her apartment, with many men visiting. Johnson commented, "I don't know what she did for work and I'm not judging, but there were a lot of men and we heard she worked at a strip club too." He added, "She was always nice to talk to, always smiled, said hi to our kids when she was coming in and out." According to Phillips, her sister informed her that Revels-Glick was a model tenant. Phillips said, "She told my sister she was getting her life back together, but she had nowhere to go, so that's why she was subleasing from her. She always paid on time. She was no trouble. To me, it's just so sad. I was crying when I saw what I saw. I didn't even know the woman, but to think that a person died right there and didn't get found for so long. Did she cry out for help? I just imagine the pain and suffering because she bled. She bled a lot." Police said she suffered a traumatic injury, and she flailed about the inside of that apartment, at least to the front living room, through the hallway twice, and into the bathroom once, possibly twice. However, while civilian witnesses focused on what they saw, the police officers were equally concerned with what they didn't see. According to the police, there's nothing to suggest that she was the victim of a violent crime. "We never found any indication that there was anyone else present in that apartment. The doors were locked, and there was no sign of forced entry. The few valuables Revels-Glick possessed were left untouched and in plain sight." He continued, "There were no handprints or footprints, nothing that would indicate a second person inside that apartment. The blood came to just the front portion of the living room, nothing at the front door, nothing at the back door. If someone was there to do her harm, wouldn't they have shot her a second time?" Police officers never dusted the gun for prints, but were confident that there was no one else present when it was fired. Police said, "If you were going to run from the apartment, there would be blood going down the stairs, or blood on the back patio or something. And shooting someone under the chin if you're going to live them is not the norm." Yet, by the police's admission, the scene was not the norm for a suicide. May her soul rest in peace. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think and leave a comment below. We upload new videos every week. Click that like button and notification bell if you like the video. We appreciate you all and take care.